Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Another day in paradise, and we have here 17 Hyundai Sonata that I'm trying to actually replace this radio unit with one of those, I guess, Chinese, whatever you want to call these, eBay, Amazon units with the CarPlay, Apple, Android Play, whatever. So first thing is, you would have to remove this whole plate here, this dash cluster trim right here. And on this side, this looks like it's pretty well built, so I'm trying to get to some stuff to underneath to actually get it off, and it looks like there are bolts right down there. So in order to get to this, first we have to remove this AC control unit, and the way you remove it is you're gonna need to use one of these 90 degrees hooks tools, because this is clipped very well. The plastics is not gonna cut it. And the way I did it is I managed to pry this out a little bit here, open on the inside between the two panels, and just pull this very, very hard, because otherwise it will not open. As you can see, there's the clips that are holding this, and you have to keep on going to pull this out also here on the side. So I need to grab this piece and pull here, and this side would be like still sitting inside. So again, you find it's like a emptier spot here where you can actually install the whole thing here, the tool, and you pull on this side, and as you can see, the clips will come out. Again, it's gonna pull hard, so you're gonna have to pull hard actually to get it off, but eventually it will come out. And that's why I'm recommending you using this metal 90 degree tool. And then obviously we're going to have all these connectors. So I'm going to disconnect these for now because I want this out of my way. But this is how you remove this if you need to replace this unit, in case like maybe yours is broken or it's not functioning, whatever, you got another one. So come on, here we go. So that's how you remove this central piece, the AC unit piece. And the next thing would be, I actually started putting on this part here, this trim piece, right between these two pieces here. Some of it is coming out, but I'm still getting resistance here and there. Looks like I managed to pull this a little bit out. The only weird thing is it feels like this top part is connected somehow to this top bottom piece, because when I pull this back, it's trying to unclip from here. But the next thing that I see here that needs to come out for sure are two bolts here, two Phillips screws, or also they're 8mm screws. So this will release this panel, and we can try to pull this back. Obviously it's going to be clicked on the top part. You can try to get this this tool here. Just got to be careful where you're going to use it. but here we go. This one here will pull out, and it's kind of disconnecting from the radio unit, as you can see. So this is just a trim piece, and now I need to figure out what's going on here on this side, because this is stuck very, very well here. So I was checking the trim piece that came. So there are two pieces that came with this unit. We have this piece, and obviously this piece on the right. That's the CarPlay unit. And we have the electrical connectors. As you can see, this is the trim piece, and from what I can see here, the piece on the top mounts this, and now there's two bolts here. So that top piece we're gonna need to pull back to get it out. And here, this looks like it goes on top of this, as you can see. So the step here would be for me to pull this piece out, so I can get access to the second piece. So let's try to pull this out. So you need to grab this with a 90-degree tool again here and just pull this out. As you can see, it clips in, and then when you grab it and you pull it out, it will come out. And this is, it's just with clips. This whole piece is clipped in on the top. So once we get this off, then we can focus on this, where, as you can see, the cluster is attached to this piece here. The cluster is attached here, but we also have this bolt here and this bolt here. So we have these two 8mm to take this piece, this trim piece out. So 8mm bolts again. Okay, and here we go. This whole panel is actually loose, and god damn it. Need to drop the steering wheel down so I can open this, and oh, this is the issue here. This top part of the steering wheel is attached to this trim piece, so that's why it's putting back down. You can see the whole piece is coming out. Yeah, here we go. So these pieces will come out all together, and we're gonna need to install this. We're going to need to install this also to this new trim piece. So this will need to go here. How is this thing installed? It has these metal little clips here. Okay, it's a little bit more than what I thought this would be. And then we have the vents. The vents are attached with these screws here, the Phillips screws. Yeah, so we have two Phillips screws on the bottom. Okay, that's what the piece looks like. And the cluster being attached to the main piece. And here to get the radio off, obviously we have the Phillips or 8mm screws, 4 screws on the sides. And this is the way how you take this radio out. And we pull this radio unit and obviously we're gonna need to disconnect a bunch of stuff in order to show you. So we have 2 clips here, one is here, one is here. We have, this is an optical connection. I remember, so this is the antenna, and this optical connection was, here we go, I'll just press here and this will come out. So you need to press, you press back here, you need to hear a click. When you hear a click, then the radio will come out. And leave the radio out, and it's a big almost empty box that you see behind, but that's the AC unit behind here in the dash. So this is how everything comes out. And the next thing would be for us to figure out how we're going to install the new this CarPlay units. Okay, in order to transfer the leather piece from the original piece, trim piece, to this new one, I actually realized that there's a package of bolts attached with this thing, because these little clips are one-time use. They're metal clips. They're installed and I tried to pull one and it just instantly broke the plastic here. So once I remove this and we install it on the new one, we're gonna have to install these little tiny bolts, otherwise we're not gonna be able to hold this in any other way. And just try to get your 90-degree hook tool here, and I just got it here between these 2 pieces. Well, you may be able to get some of it out, like this one actually did come out. As you can see, it's not broken, but the first one on the right I tried to get out and it disappeared somewhere here in the car, so I don't know where it is right now, but you can try to get the other one. If you do it slowly, they will come out. There we go, second one is still here. I'm gonna do the third one slow. Okay, here we go. It did jump somewhere here. I just saw it jumping. Anyway, I got 2 out and the third one is somewhere here, but anyway. So this is the piece that you would need to get off, and the leather that is perforated in the specific spots where it's supposed to go. So we need to get this leather exactly the same spots, and There we go. And from what this looks like, there's a little bit of a problem here because this piece is not going over this plastic piece, so I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit here because otherwise this piece will not go. It's pressing right here in the middle, and yeah, I need to cut it a little bit. So I got my Dremel and I need to dig in here. Let me remove this leather. So let's see how this fits. A little bit more towards the front. So again, we're just trying to fit this here, and this is still a little bit too high, so I need to cut a little bit more this piece here. Okay, now we're in business. Just weird little detail, but they didn't, when this thing was molded, the manufacturer didn't really care, and they did not do it right. So from what I can see here, we have, so we have a few bolts that we need to install, and the first bolt would be I will install a bolt right here on the side. Actually, this is fitting pretty good. It's very well the diameter of the plastic insert is I guess it's calculated for this, so it fits pretty well. And I'm going to keep going, and I'm gonna try to install the one all the way to the left here. Okay, so that's good. And let's see, I think we can do we can do 2 more. I think I have 6 bolts. Yeah, let me see which bolt. Is this going to fit in here? Yeah, this fits in here. Okay, so that's the second, and I'll do one more here. Okay, so I think this is perfect because, well, I think I can do 2 more actually in the middle. Yeah, I think I can do 2 more in the middle. Let me see. Yeah, I think I can do 2 more in the middle. Or maybe not. No, the middle is not for bolts. Okay. So it's here and here are the bolts, and here in the middle and on the side. These 2 are actually guides, so you cannot put bolts in there. Okay, so we have this piece, and I think it would be logical to install this piece into the car. And by the way, if you wanna take your side vents out, this is your driver's vent. In order to take it out, obviously you need to take this piece out, and 8mm and 2 8mm here on the side to take this piece off. One here, one here. Also guys, I forgot to mention to you that you need to take these clips out, or otherwise you will not be able to install the other piece. And you just pull these up. They have these locks in the middle. What these looks like, that's what they look like. And I can see 2 on the bottom here. There we go. So total of 5 that we need to install on this new, on the new trim piece. So here are the pieces where we need to install them. And 2 more on the bottom. Actually, this piece here on the right side is missing, so I just installed this one on the bottom here. And Now we can proceed and install this trim piece back into place. Okay, so remember we have the top 8 to 8mm bolts. And this feels, that's the top 2 8mm bolts here and here, and this right now feels very, very solid. Always check the gap here inside. God damn it. Check the gap inside and the gap here with the cluster, but it feels very solid. And on this side it went in and it clipped on very well. So this is your left side here is done. So now the next step would be for us to install this central piece here. Okay, the next step would be we have this main wiring harness that would go to, I guess these two are going to be, I'm trying to see if I actually need this. I think I may have to cut this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this because I need this wire probably loose, because I'm trying to install also the back camera. But this would be a connector that came with the unit, and that should be connecting with these factory wires here. So one is this, and the other one would be this on the side, obviously, that has the 4 small connectors. Okay, so this is connected here. That should be your main wiring harness for the unit. And there's some things before I can actually, get some of the wiring installed. We have a GPS sensor, and we have a double side tape on the back, so you guys need to install this where it's not really in the way of anything. At the same time, it should have a good clearance to get the GPS signal. I'm going to install this all the way in here. I just put my hand in there and I realized there's a flat spot. Usually I try to get them around the cluster when these units are installed, or somewhere on the top part of this internal part of the dash, and there is a flat spot all the way in here. I can install this. Well, hold on one second and peel this out. I thought I peeled it off. So we have this. Pull this out, and this is all the way in here. There's a flat spot. So this is right underneath. Let's see if I can show you, but it's right underneath this it's right underneath this panel. So the wire is right there, but I cannot show you because it's right underneath this panel. I managed to put my hand in there and to get this installed on the ridge on the edge of right here. So it's right underneath on this piece. There's a flat piece, very good flat piece. It's not interfering with anything. And that's where I'm going to install it. Problem is this just came off. There is no double side tape here. What in the world? I thought it was a double side tape. Where's the double side tape? I guess because I peeled this off. Okay, that's a stupid trick. Okay, I'm gonna need to get a double side tape actually. I don't know why this peeled off in this weird way. So we're actually gonna need to get double side tape in order to install this, because otherwise I cannot install this in any other way. There we go. I'm just gonna use double side tape on this to install it. So here's the double side tape. And second try. Okay, got it installed, and here's the GPS connector, and I need to see, okay, maybe there's another wiring harness in the back that I need to install more. Let me check. So we have here, this is a connector where I guess all of these would be external sound. These are RCA connectors for a sound system. I have a microphone, video out. Okay, CV BS in one. So these, I don't think we're gonna need to use these. This is a USB connector, another USB connector. I can try to see where I can get these. Maybe I can get them through the glove box maybe. And where do they connect in the first place? Those are, they're 4-pin, and that's a 6-pin. Oh, that's right here, 6 and 4-pin. Okay. And what is this for? That's a video out. I definitely don't need a video out. One thing that I need is a video in. Here's the thing though, what does it say here? Headlight detection, line, rear camera. One crazy thing here is it says rear camera line optional, monitor not included in package, camera power source, power camera optional. That is included here. That's the camera package, and I guess this is maybe the this is the way this is set up. So that would be for mounting the camera here. Okay. So guys, this is a little bit confusing because for some reason the instructions are a little bit different from one to another. So what this looks like, from what we can see here, the camera input is on the top right side, which in this case would be here. Top right would be this connector here, and that would be this. So this is the camera input. I'm gonna click this in there and leave it in there. I don't know why there's two yellow wires. We have this as a connector, so I'm assuming this would be our main connector. This is the wire connecting all the way from the back camera to the front. The only thing I can see is that this wire here, so this orange is the reversing trigger line on the power harness to the reversing line. Red connect to the positive pole, the reverse light cable. So that would be the positive connector. Okay, so one is the reverse line, the other one is this. Okay, that's fine. So this will connect to this cable here, and it will connect to the camera here, and this is the camera wiring harness. The only crazy thing is the camera has an additional cable that connects. It's a power cable, and it connects to, so this power cable connects to this connector here. And from what I can see, these we have a black and a red wire, and the description is that's a backup light power. Red is 12 volts, black is ground. So this doesn't seem that bad. Okay, so this is not that bad, I guess. Besides these two wires are very, very strange, because I have to find, well, not strange, but I have to find, one is the reverse cable and one is the reversing line in the powering harness. That may be a problem because I need to see. I don't have the schematics to find this out. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to start disassembling parts of the car in order to install this backup camera. But if you guys are just installing this front part in order to finish and get it ready, we need to transfer the vents, the AC vents, and okay, this is the, let me see how this fits. This would be this way. Okay, so this is how this fits. You take the two bolts out, and these will have to click out. They have these little tabs. You have to guide it in the tabs on the bottom and on the side, and then you need to press down. Okay, let's see if this is in. This actually doesn't fit. Doesn't actually fit. Okay, let me see again. As you can see, it's kind of pushing. It's pushing towards the sides. It sits a little bit strange. Checking the back, but this is just the way this fits. Yeah, it's clipped in all the way in every direction. Yeah, it's clipped in, and it just needs the two bolts. I believe I'm gonna remove this. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this chrome piece from the sides because something is not fitting right. So I'm gonna have to open these tabs here. And now we're gonna install this again. Yeah, I think this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be installed without the chrome piece. Yeah, because now you only see the black border of this piece, and it's fitting in a much better way. Unfortunately, it's not the best look because you can see parts of the plastic down here. But this is what you get for Chinese stuff. Sorry, it's just that's the way it's going to be. So you're gonna have to remove the I'm gonna have to remove this chrome piece, guys, and we install the bolts on the top. So I am installing the bolts holding this vent. There we go. And we need to transfer the second vent here with the bolts. Okay, line vent disconnected, and I'm gonna remove the trim again on this. There we go. In reverse order. There we go, it's clicked in. And we install the two bolts. Okay, the vents are installed, and this is what it's supposed to look like. So guys, I installed the wiring through this left side here all the way down there, and I kind of entangled it with the rest of the wires. We just have this, the video connector, and then the power connector. The power connector I tapped through the other wires on the backup light, and it's very simple. The backup light is here, and you have a black and a blue cable. The black is ground, the blue cable is actually power. And I tapped in the two wires coming from, one is the power, whatever. I tapped the orange and red cable to the blue one, which is positive, and then the black one to ground. And this is how you install it. The actual the camera is already here. You have to pull this handle out. It's pretty easy. They're clips, they're like metal clips, and then you pull the thing out and then you install it with these bolts. I used the screws that they had here on the side. Now this is left like this because I need to adjust it when this thing starts working, and you just have to cut a little bit over here on the bottom. You have to cut a little bit here on the back side to get the wire actually through the plastic. That's the only difference. It's right here. So it's not very complicated. It just, you need some time. Unfortunately it started raining, so I'm kind of trying to do this kind of faster because it's literally disrupting my day, this rain. So I need to put this back together to how it was, this trim, and I'm gonna finish the job because the cable, I had to run the cable through here. I ran the cable through here and it's actually right there. I had to get it through this hole here, and then on the back side of the seat on the other side I had to disassemble the plastic piece and actually drill a hole, which I'll show you in a second. Okay guys, I was trying to show you how I did the wiring here for the rear camera, but I had to do it through this panel here. Disassemble this panel with 3 clips, and there was a bolt there, and I drilled a hole here and I got the wire here. And the wire, now I'm putting the wire all the way through the plastic, so I'm gonna sneak it in underneath this plastic all the way to the front. Okay guys, I managed to get the cable through. It's just under this plastic, and you have to get it just kind of tucked in through here, over there, underneath here. I tucked it in. I got it behind here on this side, and I got it right over this airbag here, and this is where I managed to get it out through here, so it's loose, ready to be installed on this. But we have to get, so I'm gonna connect this cable here, and I'm gonna tape this with yellow masking tape so it doesn't come out. And I need to weld or solder this orange power line from this cable to this back, that's what it says, this back line. And it took me a little bit to actually understand the schematics. It was just so weirdly made that these two need to be connected, because I thought this needs to be connected to another wire, to the backup or something like that. So it's not, it has to be connected here. So I'm gonna solder these, and I'm gonna this would be ready to go. I just need to install this in the back, and the antenna is kind of short, so I need to install it when I put kind of the radio in. I had to tuck in my hand behind to actually install the antenna. Like I said, masking tape, yellow tape, I just taped these in case they would want to come out. I did solder this, and it's not just connected. Here's the soldering gun. As you can see, I soldered all the connections in the back also. I don't do a half-ass job, never. The connector, this main connector, needs to go in here, but it was very weirdly coming off. I don't know why. It's probably because it's a Chinese junk, and it doesn't want to clip for some reason. So be careful when you install this. As you can see, it just comes out very easily. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm gonna leave it alone. We have the connectors, everything is connected. The USB is connected. Where's the USB? Oh, I installed the USB connector, one inside this, so it's right here. I installed one like right down here. I'll show you in a second. And now we are going to install this whole unit in there. I don't like this cable in the back, it just keeps coming off. I try to check it, but there's nothing going on. So because the antenna cable is so short, you guys have to try to install it by hand, or of course it's going to be by hand, but you got to install it when this unit is here. So it's in the top here in the corner, and come on. Okay, I just got it in. And again, try to check this cable. See, it keeps on coming out. I don't know what's the deal here. Okay, this should be okay. And I'm gonna just directly install this in here so that it doesn't come out. This will not go any further, it looks like, because this is all the way down. Okay. I just don't like this panel here. I don't like this panel here because it's supposed to match this. Let me get the screw out of the... This is what I'm talking about. The panel is over this. I'm gonna unscrew these two on the top to try to fix this. Yeah. So once you take this off, kind of seems like this is supposed to be put together before you install this. Yeah. It's very hard to click inside here, but I just managed to do it. Whoop. One of these white clips came off, which of course is a mess because I need to get this off again. God. First of all, these clips are very hard to get off, and on the this Chinese setup, it didn't want to stay inside, so let me try to see if I can install this here, because they did not want to stay properly. Okay, this one went in. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is where I wanted to get here. You need to make this flush so it's not over one plastic, it's not over the other one. And this is what I needed to achieve, and I did. I'm happy that everything is working out, but something is going on here. Something is pushing this plastic out. And again, we need to install the top two bolts back. Okay, and we can install now two more here. No. So, trying to get this one in here. One is here, and here's the second one down here. Okay, now we can do a test. Even though, well, not everything is put together, that's when you're supposed to do a test. Actually, probably before even installing these two bolts. But I'm gonna connect this. And as you can see, this actually immediately came on, so it is working. It's gonna go into radio, and Not sure why. This radio is not actually working. Well, I know why it's not working, because the plug came out. Okay. Let me shut this off. Why did this plug come out? Oh, because I pulled the radio. Sorry, guys. I did plug the radio, remember, to adjust the two panels. And because the cable is very, very short, it actually unplugged the whole radio out. I'm going to check the power cable again, because it's okay. Power cable is in, everything is fine. We got this. I'm gonna push these cables up here. The only cable that goes down here is this cable that I installed. It's a USB cable. I installed it in the corner. I just cut a little piece of that rubber here, and this pulls out, and there's a plastic piece underneath, so I drilled a hole, and then I cut a little bit of the rubber here so it comes out. So this person the customer has an actual USB, because the original factory USB here is not going to work, obviously. So I pulled since the antenna was pulled out, now I started back in, so let's give it a try again. And we're gonna try to shut down this sound, because it's gonna trigger a copyright warning with the with YouTube. So actually the radio is working. It's kind of weird. It's got a weird sound, but it's I guess that's just the way it is. I'm checking again this, and there's nothing here. Everything is fine. So going to this here, I guess there's Bluetooth, whatever, all these connections. We don't need this. We're just checking this for functionality, that it actually works. So we did have these 2 bolts. Remember, you're gonna have 2 bolts. Those 2 bolts came on the older unit, and now we have 2 more pieces to install, which would be it's gonna be this piece here, the top piece, and this top piece installed very easily, or installs. You just need to get it guided here and just clip it in. Alright, we go, it's guided in. Well, this is going to be the Chinese, so I wonder if it's going to fit, of course, but it looks like it fits in. Yeah, I just pushed it in. Yeah, it looks like everything fits in. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is looking good. So this is solid, it's back into where it's supposed to be. And now the last thing that we need to install would be this AC unit panel, and we have 4 cables to install here. This one in the back here. Okay, everything looks fine. And remember, this only clips in, so all we have to do is just push it in to clip in. And is it in? Yeah, it looks like it's in because I'm checking the borders, checking the edges. Oh, the edges are in. Okay, one more try. Where's the key? Here's the key. One more try with the AC. Here we go. Okay, AC. The most important thing would be reverse. Let's see if the camera works. Woo! We have success. That is nice. That is very, very nice. So now we need to adjust the camera, obviously, because it's pointing outwards. So what you guys are going to need to do is you're going to need to adjust the angle here to what you can see with the 2 bolts. Release them. Release the 2 bolts here. Right here, the Phillips screws, you release them, you adjust the angle to what you want to see, and this should be it. So I'm extremely happy. Everything is done, everything works, and this is what the job was supposed to be, and this is what the job is. First time, always, no returns, no defects, and that is what we got today here. Again, Hyundai, I believe this is Hyundai Sonata. Again, yeah, it's a Sonata. Hyundai Sonata 16, I believe. I gotta see what year to what year this thing is, but should be similar to other Sonatas, I guess, maybe, or maybe the Elantras. Anyway, that's the job. This aftermarket CarPlay, whatever, Android stereo installed with backup camera. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe buttons, because your support helps me to run this channel so I can make more videos and help you save you thousands of dollars. Thanks again, guys, and see you in the next one.